The International Board on Books for Young People, IBBY, is a non-profit organization to bring books and children together. In 1966, IBBY Australia was established and Ena Noël OAM became its first president and remained in this role for over 20 years. IBBY Award owners. In 1986 both Hans Christian Andersen Awards were won by Australians, Patricia Wrightson for writing and Robert Ingpen for illustration. IBBY Honour List. Australian titles. The IBBY Honour List is a biennial selection of outstanding, recently published books, honouring writers, illustrators and translators from IBBY member countries. The titles are selected by the national sections of IBBY, who are invited to nominate books characteristic of their country and suitable to recommend for publication in different languages. One book can be nominated for each of the three categories: writing, illustration and translation. Over the years, many Australian children's authors and illustrators have been included in the honour list. 1962 under the entry for Great Britain writer Nan Chauncey, Tangara, illustrated by Brian Wildsmith. London OUP 1961. 1970 writer Patricia Wrightson, I Own the Racecourse. London Hutchinson. 1969. 1971 illustrator Ted Greenwood, Joseph and Lulu and the Prindiville House Pigeons. Sydney, Ena Noël 1972. 1972 writer Colin Keeler, Bluefin. Adelaide Rigby 1969. 1973 illustrator Kilmeny and Deborah Nyland Mulga, Bill's Bicycle by A. B. Patterson. Sydney Collins 1973. 1974 writer Ivan Southall, Josh. A&R. 1976 illustrator Robert Ingpen, The Runaway Punt. Adelaide Rigby. 1976 writer Patricia Wrightson, The Nagun and the Stars. Sid. Hutchinson. 1978 illustrator Percy Trezisi and Dick Ruffsey, The Quinkans. Sydney. William Collins. 1978. 1978 writer Eleanor Spence, The October Child. Melbourne OUP. 1980 illustrator Heather Philpott, The Rainforest Children. OUP 1980. 1980 writer Lilith Norman, A Dream of Seas. Sydney Collins. 1982 illustrator Pamela Allen, Who Sank the Boat. Thomas Nelson. 1982. 1982 writer Ruth Park, Playing Beatty Boyo. Thomas Nelson. 1984 illustrator Julie Vivers, Possum Magic. Text by Mem Fox. Omnibus 1983. 1984 writer Joan Phipson, The Watcher in the Garden. Methuen. 1986 illustrator Bob Graham. First There Was Francis Lothian. 1985. 1986 writer Nadia Wheatley, Dancing in the Anzac Deli. Melbourne. OUP. 1987 illustrator Jeannie Baker, Where the Forest Meets the Sea. Julia McRae. 1987. 1988 writer Alan Bailey Riverman. Thomas Nelson. 1990 illustrator Rodney McRae, Aesop's Fables. Margaret Hamilton. 1990. 1990 writer Nadia Wheatley and Donna Rawlins, My Place. Melbourne Collins Dub. 1992 illustrator Patricia Torres, Do Not Go Around the Edges. Text by Daisy Utamura. Magabala Books. 1990. 1992 writer Libby Gleason, Dodger Turton and Chambers. 1993 illustrator Peter Goldthorpe, First Light. Text by Gary Crew Lothian. 1993. 1994 writer Gary Disher, Bamboo Flute. A&R. 1995 illustrator John Winch, The Old Woman Who Loved to Read. Scholastic. 1996. 1996 writer Emily Rodder, Rowan of Rin. Omnibus. 1998 illustrator Graham Bass, The Worst Band in the Universe. Viking. 1999. 1998 writer Peter Carey, The Big Bizuli. UQP. 1999 Illustrator. Ron Brooks Fox. Text by Margaret Wild Allen and Unwin 2000. 2000 Writer. Margaret Wild First Day Allen and Unwin. 2002 Illustrator. Andrew McLean A Year on Our Farm. Text by Penny Matthews Omnibus 2002. 2002 Writer. David Metzen and Stony Heart Country Penguin. 2004 Illustrator. Jan Ormerod Lizzie Nonsense Little Hair Press 2004. 2004 Writer. Simon French Where in the World? Little Hair Press. 2006 Writer. Sonia Hartnett The Silver Donkey. Viking. 2008 No candidates submitted. International Children's Book Day. In 1987, Australia hosted International Children's Book Day. IBBY Australia Presidents. Ena Noël OAM. 1966 to 1990. Juliana Bayfield. 1990 to 2001. Dr. John Foster. 2001 to 2006. Dr. Margaret Eagers. 2006 to 2008. Dr. Robin Morrow. 2009 Current. Ena Noël Award for Encouragement. In 1994, founding president of IBBY Australia, Ena Noël founded her own biennial prize, the Ena Noël Award, to encourage young emerging writers and illustrators. The name was chosen so that it was apparent to all concerned that someone highly regarded in the field was fostering young Australian authors and illustrators for children. The award is a mounted silver medallion designed by the first winner of the award, the Australian Aboriginal writer, illustrator Aaron Raymond Meeks. From 1994 to 2008, this biennial award was presented during the Congress of the Australian Library and Information Association, ALIA. In 2010, the award will be presented at an independent IBBY Australia function. Only books by Australian creators published in the 2 years prior to the particular closing date can be nominated by the publishers for the Ena Noël Award. Secondly, the nominated creator must be under the age of 35 at the time the title, or titles, for which they are nominated was published. Thirdly, any nominated author or illustrator has to be deemed by the judges to be worthy of encouragement. The award winners. 1994 Aaron Raymond Meeks won for his third picture book, Honora and the Black Crane. 1991. 1996 Sonia Hartnett won for Willful Blue. 1994. 1997 Steve Woolman won a special award for his body of work. 1998 Toby Riddle for The Tip at the End of the Street. 1996. 2000 Catherine Jinks for Piggy in the Middle. 1998. 2002 Beth Norling for Cherry Blossom and the Golden Bear. 2000. 2004 Alyssa Bergman for Walking Naked. 2006 Anthony Eaton for Fire Shadow and the Girl in the Cave. 2008 Marcus Zusak for The Book Thief. 2010 Lily Wilkinson for Scatterheart. What is IBBY? IBBY, retrieved 19 October 2010. Hans Christian Andersen Awards IBBY, retrieved 30 July 2009. Words Paved the Way to Adventure Doug Button. Herald Sun, Melbourne, Vic. 12 December 2008. p. 103. The Ena Noël Award for Encouragement. Australia. John Foster. Bookbird. Basel. 2007. Volume 45. ISs. 3. p. 46. The Australian IBBY Encouragement Award for Children's Literature Ena Noël. Bookbird. Basel. May 2003. Volume 41. ISs. 2. p. 62. IBBY Official Website. IBBY Australia Official Website.